After months of perseverance, weeks of endurance, and days of firmness, the time for them to officially serve finally came. The morale with which they marched to the parade grounds speaks volumes. But what could have been their motivation towards successfully reaching this day? The secret is in one word: commitment. To see for himself this kind of commitment was President Yoweri Museveni. Museveni, who inspected the guards upon arrival, was impressed. He appealed for healthy living and patriotism.
You need to be healthy, and you need to avoid all elements that destroy health. Number two, knowledge. The knowledge you have got here, and the knowledge you will get in more training, and the knowledge you will get through reading. And then finally, patriotism.
It is this similar patriotism that Museveni wants the prison service to interest the newly recruited engineers into embracing.
Why don't you use the engineers whom you have to build your own barracks and offices, so that the only expenditure is on materials? Because remember, when we involve so-called private sector, I really don't want to hear private sector in the armed forces. Private sector doing what? You have engineers, they know how to build. What they need is materials.
Of the just passed out cadets, 9 are engineers, 5 are medical personnel, while 16 are agricultural officers. The Commissioner General Uganda Prisons Service, Dr. Johnson Wardresses, says this is a big boost to the prison's engineering department.
We are building in Amolata. It is a general offensive against congestion, as you guided, Your Excellency. Over the last few months, we have reduced congestion by 10%, from 372% to 362%.
So, if you have this engineer, why don't you pay her or him well? Because we need him, we need her now. Yes, the historian will also be paid when we have enough money to pay both the one we need immediately and this literature man, Yoweri Museveni, who knows what Shakespeare said, who knows what. Okay, thank you very much. You are very clever. You can remember. But we want a building. We don't want Shakespeare.
The pass out of these new prisons officers comes in the wake of terrorism threats that the country has recently witnessed. Museveni wants fingerprinting of all guns and embracing of electronic number plates.
But I hear somehow they did not include the army. But why not the army? I have directed that all the army guns must be fingerprinted like all the others were fingerprinted. They can be kept separately, maybe under military police, but they should be fingerprinted. Every gun should be fingerprinted. Now I am insisting on the issue of the electronic number plates. That will be a very big blow to crime, because most of the people move to and from the scene of crime by either vehicle or a border.
As for the Minister of Internal Affairs, Major General Kahinda Otafire, It is high time armed forces were separated from civil service, something Museveni agrees with.
We have agreed with my colleagues that we should rewrite the modus operandi and operational procedures and habituation for the police and the prisons. These are armed services. They are not traditional civil servants, because now a police officer can go away and you can't charge him with desertion. He can't be at war. The police officer can go away and take leave without pay. Now how do you maintain command and control of prison officers and police officers, armed people who are dealing with national security, being treated as ordinary civil servants?
But definitely the police and prisons are not civil service. But this is part of the colonial hangover, which we still have. We have got so many things which I just watch, and even if I don't act, but you can see that there is something funny. So I'm glad that you have noticed this one, and we definitely will take it up. They are definitely part of the armed forces.
The newly passed out prisons officers have been told to embrace responsible lifestyles.
I would urge you to continue correcting them as they go out in the field. Don't be too fast to condemn them. Mold them into the officers that you want them to be. In short, I would say take them under your wing and be their mentors as they come to you.
They are 2,234 in number, including cadet assistant superintendent of prisons, cadet principal officers, as well as warders and wardresses. Henry Okrut, UBC.